We were live. We are not. Now we're live.
Music.
We will check to make sure that goes posted on here. But okay, now it's playing. As you can see, we got new stuff, loads of new things all around. And in a little bit, I will show you the new things. And there's less new things on the other page. In OBS, it's called scenes. So, sorry, I had my own voice playing back through the headphone. So we'll get to check that out. I'm gonna play around with this stuff. So what we have here on this side, it's a different stage, is a video playback. Video playback, for me, this will be competitions or other videos that I post. Just something to look while I'm doing the warm-ups and getting things set up for the main lifts. I know most people, the viewership is highest during the 2 to 3 exercises right in the middle. So that way there's some brain rot for people to enjoy. And then on the other side is live chat. This is gonna make it easier for me to follow along with. Oh, I can actually get that live. I forgot. I have to go to the stream to pull that stream. Give me one moment. I have a hard time talking and doing my hands. That's probably not a good quality for a streamer. Hey, Brad. Give me 1 second, man. I'm just getting things set up. I got a lot of new stuff today, so oh, that's not helpful. I thought this is what I wanted.
Music.
It's supposed to be.
Anthony. Marquez.
I'm normally a lot quicker at this here. That's so weird. It's opening things in a different type of browser. We'll get to lifting in a moment. I just gotta get all the toys that I built actually working. That. Okay. There might be a half second there where audio is real rough. Does it work now? Oh, there we go. I have to pull the browser file for the live chat function. There we go. Here's a sneak peek to what the other scene is. I'll come back to this one. All right, that resets us. Learning process. I'll make sure audio is good. Perfect. All right. Let me get started. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Strongman Saturday. Nicole's taking a nap, so I'm probably gonna wake her up with these great sounds of clanging and banging. I'm glad I didn't get too far. I'm noticing that the stream wasn't live. I even came down here like 5 minutes earlier to try to be able to start on time. Still haven't done it. Still have not been able to start on time. I can't remember what has been said from when I first started, and that didn't actually stream, to what has been said in this stream. With all the new setups, the idea being when I do my warm-ups and getting everything set up as far as equipment, that there's something to watch. I'm just gonna get the actual camera functioning the way it should. There we go. I did get some feedback that the oh, I probably just cut out the music. I'm not doing great at this today. I've added too many things to do. And that's clearly showing in my ability to multitask. All right. Is that better? I think we're good. I think we got it. I will double check that. Okay. That's good. I'm good with that. Good enough. Let me get started. T-spine reach. Oh, the same stuff I have been doing. Okay. If you've been following along, this will seem like the same warm-up because it is. I have not looked at how heavy Circus Dumbbells are today, but when the empty weight is 105 or 102, I guess, it's always heavy. Oh, that looks great. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm really happy that I've spent all afternoon on this, and that looks just great, man. There's a lot of stuff you can get that are like purchasable or pre-downloaded, like someone else already made them, and some of them look really good, but they're definitely produced to a level that it's not that I think they're a bad thing, but it's definitely a different vibe than what I'm going for. So I made everything myself in affinity designer. That's my design software of choice. Which I like, it's really good. When I did graphic design stuff, it was on Adobe products. Predominantly Illustrator. I did a fair bit in Photoshop, much more in a vector-based design. Handles are cold. What is the temperature today? Man, that's cold. We are at 45 degrees. That's a bit chilly. Get shoulder taps from a plank.
Music. Anthony. Marquez.
Banded pass-through. Banded pass-throughs. I did these before. I have no memory of them. Oh, I think, because it was what I said to you all, would this be what you would guess they are? This is a banded pass-through. Not what I would guess that it is. Not that I don't think this counts. Maybe I would eventually guess it. I don't think I would. I don't really think of this as something with a name. It's kind of that thing that everybody does with a band if they own one, but doesn't actually, I mean, it feels nice, but wouldn't think much of it. So earlier in the week, I added music to the stream. Which I do think was a big plus. I got some feedback that people would then have it on in the background. I got feedback from a person that they just had the stream on in the background in another tab. They'd occasionally interact in the chat.
Music.
And then flip to that tab
Anthony.
if there's something going on that was interesting to them. But then they had music to where they could still keep in touch with what was happening. Kind of like a really long podcast about nothing. All right. That's one go through. We'll do one more go through. I was just checking audio. I'm still not in love with the levels. I wish it was a little bit more dynamic. Because when I do talk, and all the things I say are just me filling air, but I'm actually talking with some kind of intention. If that muted a little bit more. And I can't boost my audio any more than it is. It's completely maxed out. But I had the music volume lower before, and then it was like non-existent. You had to play your audio on your device so loud. When I would talk, it would kind of, I wouldn't say it'd blow it out, but it was not great. Okay. I did get feedback from Dan that keeping the camera on the tracking more would be better. Or that's how I interpreted his feedback. He didn't really say that explicitly, but him bringing up the tracking camera, and maybe that movement is a little bit more stimulating. And more enjoyable. I do find on some movements it's almost too much movement. I bet there's some software on the speed that it tracks for how big of a buffer it'll give me before it thinks I'm out of frame. I think that's more of what I want. Just increase the bubble. I do have an actual timer, because basically now every piece of tech I own is being used for keeping the stream. So like a hand timer, because a lot of these do have times that Andrew wants me to do, and I kind of just do them until I feel good. Which probably is the whole idea behind a warm-up anyway, and even with a timer I might still do something like that. But they're called external rotation presses. I like these a lot more than just your normal external rotator movements. I actually get a feeling of it's this part, like having to keep extension with that pull. Yes, Carp, I appreciate some feedback if you have any 2 cents on it. Huge updates. the better part of today was spent learning how to do this. I like it a lot. I think it looks great. There's definitely things I'd improve and change, but for the most part, I think it's pretty good. I've been wanting to get some more pictures of my gym and keep them just more readily available to see. Like if I talk or show people my gym. I have so much content that includes my gym, yet really no good photos to show at any one particular time. And now at the stream, I get significantly more footage and like a camera angle of everything. However, it still doesn't beat like a quality photo of just each parts of the gym. And I say that all the time. Take more photos, if you're a home gym, like take more photos of your home gym. It's true for everything, I guess. Take more photos, keep them stored in a folder. Like I've done a little better with each gym, but I have like, it's not even a photo. I just have videos, like 3, not even really a lot. Lost me. I just have a couple videos of my first iteration of a home gym and the equipment, and it bums me out because I would love to show how far it's come. I know, Carp, how much more purple could I do? But I just the coaster that I put in my Drink Spotter XL is purple. As much as you like red, to me that's purple. American kettlebell swing, supersetted with standing Arnold press. I'll do the kettlebell swings. That's good enough. Check one more thing on the stream. So they got a little slowed down by setup, so the timer was a rough approximation. And the start of the lifting was off that too. I'm glad I moved it today to practice and learn a little bit more. Okay. Looks good. Okay, kettlebell. How many? 8, 10, 12 is the rep scheme. Oh, this is gonna flop around a lot. I don't like that. Need to put this on too. Flopping everywhere. Okay, 70 pounds. And then standing Arnold presses. We'll do that with 30s. Versus 8. Oh, the motion tracker lost me. Oh. Pick back up on me. There we go. Let's see if I can pull this out a little bit. I'll tighten this out. There we go. Hopefully. Oh, okay. Well, that helped me learn something on framing. When the clock ended, the auto text I put in there does not fit. Good to know. Yeah, carp. I have the Titan one. They are the same thing. There's no way they're different. Anything I look up on the Bells of Steel one, they look to the T identical, which is fine. But this was like, when I got on sale, like $60 less. So now I bet the Bells of Steel has a better paint job than this, and maybe that's not even true. The paint job on this sucks. It chips and it's like sharp. I don't know how the paint is sharp, but it is. Oh, 10. I will say, changing out the weight on it it's so bad. It's so unpleasant that I just have no motivation to do it. I gave them some feedback to make. I'd hate to pay whatever they charge for it, but some type of stand to change out the weight. Because I did a video on Instagram about it, changing out the weight. It's just so awkward. I would be pretty hard pressed if they are not to the T the exact same thing, Carp, because even the inner threading, so Bells of Steel and whoever the guy who also makes, there's another company that I think predominantly makes them and then is more partnered with Bells of Steel to make them, and then I don't know if Kettlebell Kings makes them too. Whoever it is, its branding is like MW or something. It's like a kettlebell fitness guy. But they made an expansion set. It's on pre-order. It's on my wish list of gym equipment. I actually would like it as an option to expand the kettlebell up to, like, I don't know, probably over 100 pounds. Not a lot over 100 pounds, but a little bit over 100 pounds. And it takes an expander on the inner thread, and it's exactly the same as the Titan one. So either the bolt looks the same, the nut looks just like it all in the internal. And I think it'd be quite odd if the external was significantly different from the internal. Similar enough to where I think you could buy one of the expansion pieces from Bells of Steel and it'll fit on this one. Or the MW branding, and then it would fit on the Bells of Steel one. Or the Titan one. So, if they're similar enough to be cross-compatible like that, I'd assume they're the same exact thing. I could be wrong. I haven't had them both side by side. Buy whatever's cheaper. Or if you have brand loyalty or something like that. Which there's plenty of reasons to support Bells of Steel over Titan and spend a little bit more money. I don't think that's inherently a bad thing at all. I like the Bells of Steel team. But within the same product, I don't feel as much that they have handled that product from conception to delivery. And when there's something like that, I'm a bit more apt to spend the more money supporting the originator. Okay, now we're on to the main event. Here's the fun thing of most of the work in setting this up. The scene changer. So, boop. New scene. So, I'm reading your comments, Carp, and processing that and seeing stream updates to do. Okay, I gotta pull that up a tad. I can do that right now. This will break some of the movie magic. And then we'll pull over here, unclip this. There we go. Perfect. I'll pull that over too. Okay, sorry about that. You know, that might be a feature where they're saving some money too. What they do. Oh, Carpy sent me a photo. So what you just sent me, those are the Titan ones. Or not the Titan, sorry, the Bells of Steel ones. Yeah. Okay, that might be an advantage. I'll give it to Bells. They're definitely picking internal plates that are probably easier for functionality. Because it is a pain in the butt to change out the weights. That would be a nice upgrade to them. I mean, you can really use any plates that are 1 inch. We're getting up to 115. Anything superset? Superset with pull-ups. So let me get things set up. So I have seen a lot of movies, but I'm really bad at name that movie. One movie we watched last night, which I don't know what I think of it. I'm curious if anybody here has seen it. It's an older Nicolas Cage movie based off of a novel where he's an ambulance driver. Not an ambulance driver. He works in an ambulance, EMT, paramedic, or whatever it might be. On Amazon, they classify it as a horror movie, but throughout it, it's kind of, as most Nicolas Cage movies are, his slow loss of his sanity. He almost just becomes more deranged. Directed by Martin Scorsese, which I only keyed into that because he was in the Seth Rogen TV show on Apple called The Studio. I knew of Martin Scorsese, but when I saw the name pop up on the screen, it only entered my brain because of what I saw there. It was weird. It was a really weird movie. Well, it was a lot of nothing. I'm sure there are a lot of meanings to it or whatnot. Entertainment was a bit low in it. There's some interesting parts, some funny parts, but kind of like, it seemed like there was going to be a twist. Like that would have been a good payoff for some of the oddity. Nothing. I mean, maybe there was and I just didn't pick up on it. It did not seem like there was any kind of twist. Oh, I know I said this on the part of the stream I thought was live that wasn't. I got a message, or I was messaging somebody about a piece of gym equipment in Columbus, and in it, they said, talking about the equipment, and then he said, "Are you the same guy who did I can't read. Are you the same guy who did a gym tour with the Massonomics guys?" And so that's twice now I've had some degree in recognition in Columbus related to my home gym, which that's fun. The other context made a little bit of sense, and this makes even more sense, but is me as being an adult trying to make local friends, throwing out the happy to chat about gym stuff anytime. You can come get your own tour. The place is vastly different. I'm sure there'll be a normal person and be like, no, I'm good. Thanks. Most stuff I buy on Facebook Marketplace, I would never want to extend the conversation long, but I will say whenever I buy home gym equipment, I'm definitely hoping a little bit that they're kind of in the space or obsessed a little bit like I am, and we can have a little bit of chit chat. I have a lot of fun with that. I find it quite similar to probably what any other enthusiast has about their hobby. So I either need to get faster or I gotta update the timer on how long from stream start to actual main lift. Because we're way over the 20 minutes I initially predicted. Okay. Build to 115, so we'll do some warm-ups. Just feeling a little bit wobbly today. Feels weird. Let me pull these out. Oh, we're getting warmer. 52, 45 to 52. Much warmer. Oh, a little better. It's not feeling right. Taking our warm up on it. Try that again. One issue I find, I really feel, I get these like behind the head presses, like right here, it feels so much better, like when you do push, but maybe a wider base, because I get so off balance. All right, let's do one more warm up. Get to movement weight. I'm gonna try a wider base. That might help with the dip. I've been hearing more, and they're so right. You're not dipping down, dip out. You get a little bit more power, because so much of strongman is not like that full squat extension. It's just this, which is very more of an athletic movement. So still driving these out. I think, problem is though, I like that close stance at the top. That's not what he wants me to do though, so. Yeah, I'm feeling more solid. I'm glad I took a little bit longer to warm up to that. Carp, what's temperature at where you're at? Outside temp, gym temp. What are you feeling? Outside temp here is 27. Inside the gym, before I turned on the heater, it was like 45-ish. And then now it's 52-ish. Which is good. I'll take. It's quite warm once it gets to 60. Like in reality, so like the 5, when I first say that number for the temperature in here, seems awful low, but not really. I don't want it profoundly cold or warmer than that. I mean, I would like to wear a t-shirt and shorts. Okay. All right, we're doing 5 at this weight. Cleaning each rep, which I prefer. I think the press away kind of just beats you up. All right, there we go. Let me look at framing for the sign. I don't know what the camera angle tends to be. Not all the way over here, but there-ish is not a bad spot. Okay. All right. That felt great. That one too. That wasn't great. Breathe, breathe. Breath. It's so much of a hold and go. Man, it's interesting. That issue has not been something I mean, it's of course a factor, but like in my training for other comps, I haven't had to deal with that, of where I'm just like gassed from that. I think so much of what I do is just hold and brace. And this is a much longer hold than brace pattern to it. It's just weird I haven't encountered that issue yet to this degree. Oh, supersetting that with pull-ups, 2 pull-ups, and then I think 2-minute rest. It might be 3. It's probably 2. How many was it? 2 or 3? Things I literally just said that I can't remember. 2. Huh. That's fine. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go. 4 is what we got. Ah. Not dipping. That was a good dip. The dip was too hard. If I was a kind ref, I would give me that last one. That was a bit loose. My, it looks really bad in the video. My hat dipped. It wasn't that bad. Like, it's definitely just brow line. So yes, I could see the hat, but it was not that bad. I just saw the playback on that and that looked terrible. Okay, I got 2 of these. Oh, did that improve the video quality? It made it a hair darker, but that actually might be exactly what I was trying to do. I was trying to adjust the brightness because I'm a bit washed out. I turn on HDR, which it almost more so just looks like it up the contrast, deeper saturation. I'd assume it's true HDR. I don't know why it'd be fake HDR. Okay, hat farther back so I don't blind myself. All right, an easy 3. I think 3 will feel pretty good. Let me adjust the tightness because I'm hearing a lot of rattling, which definitely gets into my head during the lift. There's not a lot of events I'm really worried about the implement absolutely falling apart, but This is a pretty, I wouldn't call it violent, but the stuff is going everywhere. I mean, okay, well, I should take that back. Maybe I do call it violent. It's the only thing I've ever done that chopped a stall mat clean through and then impaled into the floor. Okay. 3. Come on, dip. Good dip. That was great. That one felt like a dip. I'm sure on the replay, it won't look like one. Yeah, there, I got to see the second rep. My shoulder didn't like that. Oh, you could see a bit of the dip there. It didn't like that impact though. That felt wonky. All right, 2 more. Oh. Andrew sometimes watches these back. You made it to this point, Andrew. I guess I can't read. Build to 115. I'm ridiculous. What the heck? Well, I did build to it. I just built to it really early. So my guess's intention is for me to get more practice with that stability, that dip. You probably wanted more of that in the higher rep range. Okay. Well, I don't think I did a terrible job. I wouldn't say I did a great job. Did okay. Okay. I feel it over here too. Yeah, no. I might get a pinch feeling there tomorrow. Just 2, solid 2. Good drive. Felt good. I didn't do the best reps, but they felt good. Okay, what's next? More circus dumbbells? Yeah. Okay. Just stretching out my ankle. Also goofing off my phone, but I am intentionally trying to get my ankle stretched out a little bit. I'm sure this does do something, but man, it's like a never-ending battle with that right ankle. Uh, 12 inches, a foot. The handle is a little bit bigger than normal. The handle is a 3-inch handle, I believe, even like 3 point something. So I'm just kind of smaller guy, so it looks bigger next to me. There's a 10 over here. So the men often use a 12 and the women use a 10. So by comparison, here's a 10. In some ways I like this more. In some ways I like this more. I have to use something this size in comp, so that's what I train on. These almost weigh the same, I think. This might be 90 actually. I can't remember. I haven't used the 10 in so long. All right, let me strip the weight down to empty. He wants me to do 85 pounds. I did tell him last time that the lowest that I could go on this is that. I think I did ask what he wanted me to do at the event, that I don't really have anything that does the weight range he's wanting, which it's both appropriate to do it with a dumbbell if he's more interested in the exact weight getting done, doing it on the 10-inch if Doing similar movement, yet still the Circus Dumbbell feel. On the other end of that conversation though, I think getting the pattern down with the 12 is a little bit more important to me. I'm gonna be like Keith here and put the exact weight because I know the exact weight. Okay, clean and press her way. What did I do last time? Six? I think 6 is... Eight? I remember last time again is the breath. I just ran out of air. Is the goal then more so same? All right. I watched Basement Brandon's new video the other day. He's doing more of these vlog or day or week in the life videos. Really like him. He has some great videography skills, and he'd be quite humble towards me saying that compliment. So for what's expected, I mean, it's another level compared to, of course, comparing anything to someone who does that work. It's not awesome, but the lighting is nice, the angles are nice. He does different effects, like with the zooms in and out. It's fun. Doing that much work on my stuff is, I don't know, outside of the time I want to spend on it. I also don't think I have the talent, but no, we won't get into that. Okay, how many? Let's shoot for. I really want 8. At least my best bet's on the first one. I should record it. I didn't record any of my other sets, and though it's being recorded. Gotta cut it. Oh. Ah. I want another. I just lost balance on that one. Dang, I could have. It felt good. Breath wasn't too bad. Breath wasn't great, but How long of a rest? Doesn't say. You know what? I don't often evoke this on press day, but if you're new to the joke, we have a chair as kind of a mascot theme for the chat for chair time. This is not a chair, but this is a much better thing to sit on for the moment that I do this. Oh. We zoom. There we go. There's supposed to be a single L. We'll focus that in. It doubles time automatically, and I can preset that zoom as well. The two-handed is supposed to be like a zoom function in and out. But I think I can get 7. See, if I was a really good streamer, I could throw up intermission things. Well, ideally, this would be a chat time to talk with people. I don't think anybody's with us tonight, which is okay. I'm glad you have more engaging things on a Saturday night. We get quite a bit of people popping in though. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Let's jump back into set 2. We'll do another weather update. I think to get the zoom back out, you can do this. Look at that. It's like I know what I'm doing. Weather update 54. I know as soon as I turn this off, Gonna get cold. There we go. Put chair time out of the way. Guess as to what that is. I think I've said that on stream before. So we're gonna shoot for 8. I think we can go to 8. Let's push this up. I'm counting that. I'm counting that. The magic of money. I bought a camera that auto tracks. No, it's a Nicole is just behind it following me. It's her whole job for 3 hours, 4 days a week. Oh, I'll count that 8. That was good 8 to me. I think that counts. It felt kind of like we were glad the judge, ref, can't see you. Oh, there the L feature worked. It just felt like I could, my rotator cuff, it was just locking in. Oh my goodness. I'm super happy with that. I'm counting that 8. That was great. If I get 6 on the next one, I'll be pretty happy with that. 6, 8, 6. The last time was 6, and then I think it was also all 6s the last time. That'd be pretty good. I might have broken one of those mental blockade barrier things where knowing I can keep getting that balance and stability that far into a working set, that might help me out quite a bit actually. I don't know, we'll see. Kind of that moment of what was mental and what was a physical capability. I still don't think the weight was correct at my Ohio State Strongest Man comp. They said it was 130, and I got that I think for 9. It was clean and press each rep. It was a 10-inch monster bell from, I think that one was Rogue, but I think Slater makes all of them. That's Slater style lead shot Circus Dumbbell. I really like those. Those are super cool. It's probably not good to make that like the default bell work. One, for convenience, because adjusting weight on that is really hard. But I love using it. It's so cool. It's also like a dead, like it's, you know, if you ever use like a lead shot hammer, it just, no bounce, just impacts. And so yeah, it'd be not great to drop that from overhead on this floor. But if you're on like a platform with the plywood and the flooring on top, or even 2 layers of flooring, I bet you'd have no issue. They're rounded on the end, so it'd be kind of hard to store. You have to awkwardly put it. Yeah, I don't really hear from like a... It's not super realistic to keep and manage your own log. They look amazing. They feel great, and they're great for training if you have that type of event coming up. But you kind of have to take care of them, I believe, because of the weather conditions you might have them in, and them drying out, splitting, things like that. They're very expensive. I mean, like most strongman stuff's pretty dang expensive, but they're also very expensive, and it'd be pretty disappointing to get something so nice, not just because of the money, but something that with so much craftsmanship behind it, and then being unable to take care of it because, I don't know. I guess I could put in the work to do that. There's just nowhere to put it. They're cool though. I'd love to do a comp with a Slater log. It'd look great. Great photos. All right, let's get this last one in, and then off to accessories. I'm starving. I'm very hungry today. I've been eating in a good surplus lately too. Sometimes I find that actually increases my appetite. Some people say that increases your metabolism. I don't know about all that. Maybe it does. I don't know if it does for me. I know it makes me hungrier, like the appetite, which is good because often I lack a lot of appetite. That typically ends up being why gaining weight for me is hard, is the lack of appetite. What do I want to go? I want to do in, that's out. There we go. Oh, I did get asked about the tracking. I could say what the camera is. It is a OBSBOT, maybe OBS bot. I don't know what claim they go by for titling. I think it's the Mini Light or Light Mini, something like that. I can't remember if when I got it, if it was 150 bucks or 100 bucks. It was enough to where it really got me to commit to streaming, where I couldn't justify buying it, trying it, and going, yeah, I don't like it. I guess I could return it. It's Amazon, but I very much doubled down on I will do this very regularly. I didn't really buy a ton to start streaming. A lot of everything has been things I already had or free assets or resources. I'd say the biggest thing was the camera. I already had the microphone. I did buy a laptop stand, so it looks like a tripod, but it's for laptops. That's how this is all kept well. That helps a whole lot. If I had a really crap laptop, I don't know how well this would hold up. So it's nice a nice laptop, but already had that as well. I like talking about the technical part of the streaming stuff. If anybody ever wants to talk about it, reach out. If you're interested, more than happy to give you my notes on how I got to where I'm able to make it look like this. I'm not gonna say this is good or it's of any popularity, but I think it looks good enough. That was good. That was pretty good. I'm happy with that. I know the tip is quickly getting to here, but that's what throws it over my head. I'm probably a little shy of that after the event where I dropped it, but I still think, I mean, I was doing that before. Like that's where I can gain some stability in the movement with how I'm pressing and balanced. Oh man. I hope there's not a ton left. Okay, I'm gonna do the bamboo bar actually today. Andrew has been asking for the bamboo bar and I've been doing the tsunami bar. I'm sure he does care which one I do. I wanted a little more practice with the tsunami bar, just because it's cool. I mean, that's probably most of the reason why. I do have a comp in, how long? 7 months? Six, 7 months, depending on what day you count, that uses a tsunami. So oh God. All right, let me stop all that. That's not working. I was gonna make a joke about, well, that was the most I've used the shoulder rock in since I bought it. I don't think you could weigh a whole lot more than me and use this for how I'm using it. Oh, this is dusty. Oh man, I haven't used that in a while either. Oh. Oh. You lost me. Come back. Follow me. It's like a dog. Oh no, over here. How's that feel? But that's way light for what I want to do. Yeah, it's pretty light. Do we add another 25? We make it 100? I don't know what the earthquake bar, bamboo bar weigh. It's almost like such a negligible weight that, you know, when you see people online, and you know, I have no judgment towards anybody starting lifting, like please do. I think it's one of the most health positive things you can do for yourself is being active in any capacity, especially lifting weights. But one way to know someone who's new is when they say, oh, I lifted 90 pounds. I'm really happy about that. And you're like, oh, that's awesome. And what they meant was a 35 or a 45 on each side, and they're not counting the bar. They're like 90 pounds plus the bar. They'll something that's not very, I think that's a common knowledge of what they weigh. Oh, does it say here anywhere? Nope. I'm surprised it doesn't have the weight capacity on it. It should. Yeah, 300 pounds. There it is. Because that company is really big. There we go. Camera is blue. It was tracking. No, I think it's still on me. A little wonky. No, all good. Just me. All right. How many? 8. That's it though. Okay. Woo! Ooh, again, wild. Sell down. Sell down. There we go. Let me move this a little lower. Oh. Like here. I think you could still hear me pretty well here. I'll check the audio on that. Oh, I stopped talking here when I thought he'd be able to hear me. Up a bit quieter, that's okay. I need to be able to get it lower in the front rack, and I'm able to do that. That's okay, I'll pull it back up to my mouth. Okay. Oh, I did go up. We're going to 6. I hate adding weight on these. It's such a pain in the butt. Going up 10 pounds is probably reasonable. I wonder if I can go up 10 total. I can probably do most of my adjustments. No, I need to do one adjustment on the already hung weights. No, I could leave the 5s on here and change out the 25s as their own weight change. You might want to watch your ears for that. That was loud for me, and my earphones are actually noise canceling the outside world right now. I didn't know I can make a noise that loud like that. This is where some urethane for bumpers will come into play. I say as I over there do have urethane / bumpers that would be completely appropriate for this. Okay, so that's 110. You know, weight-wise though, we're still on track with what I was on for the Tsunami bar. A little lighter. I think my jumps are gonna be much lighter. But I did get to push pressing on that. So, how much different is it? This is for 6. Woo! Woo! Thanks you for a ride. Yeah, the playback, that looks a lot better than it felt. Oh, here they go. They wind chiming. Calm down. Woo! Oh, that's 3. 130 maybe? What did I do before? I went to 160. Jeez. So a 10 on each side onto the 5 would probably be appropriate. Oh, I did it again. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. That's really loud. That's inappropriate. Again, factors that do make a difference, that too much work to adequately track are which band is on which weight versus which distance from the middle. Like, those things do matter and make an impact. Things that would be good to keep track of if I did this at a level that more time could be dedicated to it. I was gonna say a degree of seriousness I took this, but to be honest, I'm pretty intense and serious about this, so I don't think that's a fair thing to say about myself. I need to just put these somewhere else. I'm calling myself goofing off right now, but I'm just doing cleanup that I should have done before. I like having a chalk bag that is with a piece of chalk you're familiar with. I don't like taking a fresh block to comps or that's new to me. I like a block that I know. Spider chalk, really good chalk. Keep that on your radar. Oh, you lost me. There we go. All right. Three. Going for three. Put a belt on. Got a little bit wobbly in the last one. Some reinforcement on that. Internal pressure would be good. This initial part is the hardest. Getting into just that front rack. Yeah. Woo. Oh, calm down. Calm down. Oh my goodness. Calm yourself. Jeez. Really build up momentum. I'm gonna do 130 on the last one. That was pretty tough. I think replicating that would be great. Mental notes of things I'll change. Stream setup. Let me look how it is on mobile. I might bring all the graphics in just a tad more. On mobile, or a screen that's a little bit better, probably at displaying the true dedicated image. Looks good. On this, there's like a small clip out of everything. Not that I think the majority of people would watch on their TV. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I mean, I do watch the playback. So just building it to account for that would be a little better. So everything just needs to be expanded a tad and pulled in. The other thing I don't love the primary station of the screen, or the screen of the camera. There's not much I can do about that because of, I need it, not the entire stream, it needs to be plugged in for the majority of the stream, just for convenience. Play around with that main angle. I just don't like how so much of what you get is a bit of this overrun of, you know what I could do, I don't know why I didn't do this. This is going to be very disorienting for a second. Yeah, the system I have to keep that there is not very reliable, is it? Oh, actually, getting the magnet spacer off of this might be dang near impossible. Damn, that is. Give me one sec. Let me actually de-thread you. There we go. Ooh. Really interrupting the quality here. There we go. Throw you over here. The hair better. Anyway, what I wanted to do is wedge that. And if I can. If you're new to the stream, this is common. I get distracted with a little mini project as part of a rest period. It probably expands my rest period a little bit too long, past what any reasonable person would find acceptable. That's okay, that's my time. Man, I can't believe it. So the magnet, well, I guess there's more I can explain. The way that I have a clamp set up for the camera to be at a good angle. I think it's called a magic clamp or something like that. But anyway, I'm trying to do anything that's gonna cut me. There's so many things over here that are like cheap pieces of metal, not made with real comfort in mind. Oh my gosh, that could have been bad. Whew. We got lucky. Wish I could take you along with me to see what I just did there. Glad I didn't do anything bad, dumb. Okay, now the want is for this to be there. And then I can take the magic arm that looks like this. It's just a pivotable arm. It looks kind of clunky. It's very popular in the camera world, videography world. Oh, that's not what I need. Oh, going for a ride again, everybody. Making you tighter, yeah. That's pretty good. Bolt you on, just like that. Secure you down. Really lock that. And I don't want that coming off. There, that's good. All right. And then we'll push this over here. There we go. That's a bit better. And I don't have to move a thing. Well, I had to move a lot of things, I guess. But there, and then I'll tighten this down like that. Perfect. That actually I like a lot better. Can we come back onto me? There we go. All right, let's do my last 3 on these. Woo! So everybody try that. Calm down. Oh my goodness. That's enough. It's always a little worrisome to take these weights off. Oh my goodness. That was so annoying. Order of operations here. As you can tell, this is something I don't do very often. Hence it being a mess in my approach to putting all this stuff up. Here, you lost me. Catch me. There we go. Okay. trying to snap that in my face. That would have been funny. Didn't want to do it. It'd have been funny. Not above. Not above that. There we go. Okay. What's next? Dumbbell front raisers, supersetted with trap 3 raise. Hey, kneeled. Okay. Straightforward on the rest of this. Let's just get slightly cleaned up. Feel a little cluttered. I don't like that feeling. There we go. Ooh. It's like a grip. There we go. Okay. Cleaned up. What now? Dumbbell front raisers. I think that's this. All right, I'm gonna put on a podcast to listen to. That's how I tend to like to phase out my workouts. Ah. Oh, you lost me. Oh, hey, Kurt. It is like that, right? Oh, yeah, we lost it here. I think it's mostly because it's after my face. And so, like, even if I get turned around, I think it's enough to lose me. It is funny. Here, I bet I can make it do it. Over here. I do that. Wow. Look how quick that was. Oh, there, I got to lose me. So it turns yellow when it does that. And then I just gotta go like, hey. Okay. One more set of the front raisers. You're late for the circus. You get the accessories. It's pretty good, Kurt, isn't it? I really recommend the camera. Like, if it's a good webcam, like it's a webcam. It's made to attach to your computer. And I think the quality, like this is streaming quality too. I think that's a little bit more suffered in the pixel department. And the lighting in here for the angle is not tremendous, not like front lit or anything. But I mean, you can kind of see, like if I was, I don't have it on my computer where I would have it, but it'd be kind of like this. And I think that's great image quality. The microphone's improved because I'm doing a lav. I'm curious if next time I'm on the unpaid underrated, I can do it like this. I can like talk and be all around the room. Be incredibly distracting for everyone involved. I'm sure Keith would love that. Front raiser's done. I'm on to trap raisers. I'm gonna try the 20 for this last set of trap raisers. I'm gonna take a second. I'm right on time today. This is great. I'm gonna get done in normal time. For a weekend, that's awesome. I take really long on the weekends because I have no responsibility. Two more. Okay. Left side. We have one more circuit after this, two more exercises in that circuit. Oh, whew. Oh, that's fun. I love people over at the gym. Oh. What kind of stuff did you do, Kurt? Kind of grip things. Follow-up question to that. Kurt, do you have the Shaw pinch coin? While I have a few people here, I will show off something. So at the beginning of streams, I have a new, they're called scenes in OBS, the streaming software that I use. And it's like I call it the warm-up scene. So if you've joined me at the beginning of a workout, normally the beginning is kind of slow. I'm doing like mobility or very isolated movements, stuff where if I'm able to talk with people, it's great. But if you're just joining in and I'm in the middle of that circuit, I'm not really going to be interacting a lot, probably. Maybe I'm not talking a lot, or I'm just moving things around, not super entertaining. So because our attention spans are terrible, I have this set up, and it gives you your chat, which I like. That's mostly for me, but good for the live stream. And then for your brain rot entertainment, just old competition reels that I've uploaded that I've ripped and then put up, and those are on a loop. They'll just play. And below, asking people to submit their stuff so I can throw it over here and people can see their own stuff. And the beauty of that, you just got to DM me the which one you want up. I'll rip the download as long as it's downloadable, and then I'll put it in a folder and it just cycles through. And then another beautiful thing is the timer, which 20 minutes is what I'm giving myself to where I'd actually be getting into the main movement. I don't think it's long enough. I think that's not fair and a bit false advertising, but I think it looks really cool, right? And then like, so let's say this is done. I need to fix the timer because what it says when it's done is like starting soon or something to that capacity, which is correct, but it doesn't fit in the frame actually. But what happens is if I'm ready to actually be full streaming, like what you all saw when you were here, and I switch to the other scene, and then it gives me much more real estate back. I keep the chat because I like how that looks, but it moves what this looks like up here. It just gives me more space. It lost me. And it looks great. Saxon Axel finish ball. I don't know what that is. I think that's a horse stall mat gripper and the little big horn. Is the little big horn the new anvil that you have? And then what is finish ball? I like the pinch coin a lot, actually. I think that thing is really cool. It's also so light of what you do. If I take it somewhere, I can bring a loading pin and like, I don't know, 40 pounds. That's plenty for most people. I'm sure somebody that I know will easily cap that, but yeah, Kurt, I appreciate that. I'm not in love with what I find, but it's weird when I finish the stream and it gets uploaded as a video on demand on my archive where you can go watch back if someone wanted to. It does say copyrighted, but it's weird because I pull the music from a free source platform. I think it's copyrighted and it knows who the company is, but the company has like a blanket agreement for these songs to be, they're okay to stream. So. I know my colors are very Twitch. Actually Twitch is much darker purple, like in a very dark purple, almost blue. I don't actually like that purple. I like this purple a lot more. I would even, oddly enough, I would say this arc attachment from Mutant Metals is more close to Twitch purple. It does not show up well on camera, but it's very dark, almost looks blue. I looked up the code for Twitch purple. I was like, that is way too dark. I would love a purple rack. Be great. Black attachments, purple rack. Oh. Kurt, so what's it called? The anvil that you have, is that just an anvil? Do you have a name for it or anything? Okay. Let me get back to workouts. Oh, I did this last time. The beauty is, if I wanted to, I could look up the stream and see what this workout was, what this exercise was. Thank you for the feedback, liking the workout. Or not the workout, the layout. I like it a lot. All of it was custom. So like Twitch and that kind of stuff, you can download stuff. I did all of it through my own editing software. I forget who was here for the chair meme, but the chair is prominently featured. It's also featured in the other scene. Up here. There it is, the chair, which I think is super fun. Oh, something this summer? You might need some weight horns just in case, right, Kurt? And say in case something comes up, you need to make sure you have weight horns on it. I think it's this now, because that's into my knee. It's gonna be like that. Yeah. Get the pad here. Whoa. That just fell everywhere. Wish you all could have seen that. I don't like that there's a pile of stuff over here. I don't like that these mats are like that, but it's I guess actually I can, this fits here like that. Does that fit here? Oh, cool. Can never be too prepared. You might have somebody, you know, several people who need to pick up different amounts of weights, and therefore a fixed anvil wouldn't be very good. Almost like they would be trying to lift more than one another in a very friendly manner. Friendly with, some might even say, some competition. You just got to keep it on your radar. I think this is what it is. Kurt, how far is western northeast South Dakota from you? How long of a drive is that? That's fun, man. That's cool. Happy for you. That's awesome. Oh, diamond push-ups and V-ups. I know that. Okay. I have a suspicion you'll be driving to western northeast South Dakota. This year, I get to fly one way. I think I've talked about that. Nicole is driving almost a little over halfway. She was a dog thing the week before. She's going to be there all week. And then at the end of her thing, drive up to western northeast South Dakota, meet me when my plane lands, and then we will have a good old time. And then we will have me hop in the car with her and the dogs, drive the 16 hours back. Yeah, when I say 16, it probably is like an 18-hour drive. That's the interesting thing is that's a whole lot more time on my drive, yet you really don't add a whole lot more when it comes to stops. You just kind of force yourself to go a little bit longer. We got pulled over with the important cargo we took last time. I think I've talked about that, where Cole was driving and speeding, and we had the pendulum squat in the back of the Tacoma, and that officer was very confused. We also had Sam in the car. Ooh, my wrists do not like that. Yeah, you know what? I say this to everybody. We do have dogs. We have 2 dogs. I grew up, that's how I describe it. I grew up with dog, more than one, but just one dog at a time. And they were dog. How you imagine dog. I think how we all generally imagine a dog. Even Nicole, who's had a different thing her whole life, also can imagine what we mean when we say dog. Pepper and Rogue are very little like a dog. Similar to how someone would describe a wolf is like a dog. Dog-like, dog-looking, some dog behaviors, not the same. Pepper and Rogue classify in that manner. And all I have to say, you put them in the car, in their ruffling kennel, and they are out. They'll definitely tell you if they gotta go to the bathroom, but they are content to be in there for hours and hours and hours and not complain at all. They're just, intelligence is on another level and just so easy. However, when they're out to do things any time of the day, no matter the trip, they are there to work. And for them, working is playing. But man, I'm excited. I bet some people are gonna meet them. I'm sure we're not gonna want to overload them with too many people. If you want to meet Pepper and Rogue, you're more than welcome to, Kurt. I don't know if you're... into meeting people's dogs. That's a bit of a joke. How much other people care about other people's dogs. But you're more than welcome to. And I bet they would love to show off. They're both sport dogs. I wouldn't call them trick dogs. They're sport dogs. They could learn tricks, we just don't take the time to teach them. Well, we teach some, but predominantly it's all sport. Yeah. Oh, I need to be kneeling. Kurt, I forget, were you here the other day when I showed off my new sign? Good luck. Like I said, it'd be like kidnapping a wolf. You don't know what you're getting. They're wild. They're very controlled, but you don't know how to do it. We do work on that. We try to get them generalized to their training to be able to do things with other people. They work pretty well with me. And dog trainers and other people who do dog sports, they can do stuff with. I think everybody else tends to treat them like how you'd go to a dog, like sit, shake, that kind of stuff. Okay, Kurt, I have something cool to show you. I learned a little bit on setting it up a little bit better for the stream. I need to get it hung up, and I might hang it up after the stream, and I'll keep it going live while I figure out how to hang it. Let me unplug this so I can move you freely. I have enough juice to do that. 1 second. Okay. Come over here. Whew. All right. I don't know where the camera wanted to go based on that. It was odd. Oh, come back here. It is that dog, right? Come over here. Now back, there we go. Okay. Let me pause that station. It should be locked in there. It's not exactly where I want you, but actually I can, haha, you're gonna be blind for a moment. I'm here, don't worry. I just want to set this up so it's got the full reveal to it. I don't have a great way to set it up yet. However, I'm gonna work on that after these last couple sets. I bought this off a college kid who said he used to or does, I don't really understand that part of the story, work at a gas station. So it's a gas station sign is your hint, but what kind of gas station sign is the question. Just give me one more moment. There. Okay, that's better. All right. Oh, didn't I plug that in? Would that not work? Ooh, that's concerning. Did you just get the unseated? Oh, got unseated. There it is. Okay. Actually, that's I'll show it off full glory first. All right. I'm gonna block the camera. Turn me back on. Angle you down to what I think is the correct angle. Over here. And big reveals coming in. Now it's so bright, the camera doesn't really keep up well if I turn the lights off, but I'll try that too, just so you can see it. But it's a ghost sign. Very cool. Looks great. It's very serious too. Alexa, turn off the gym. There, you can kind of, I don't know how that translated on the video. I think it's going to be blown out. Alexa, turn on the gym. But I'll unplug it. Got a really good deal. I think I talked about this at Crew Falls. Maybe I talked about it with you. I think I did. Or I'm crazy. But it is serious. Like, it's not like those Alibaba or Wish signs that I've seen that have that LED neon effect. It is much more intense than that. My thoughts are to hang it up above my blobs. So my thought is here, because it needs to be near a plug-in. I don't have a lot of outlets. I can run an extension, I think, up here, plug in, move this shirt, and hang it here. And I think it will just fit. It'll also be in a lot of the camera shots. I think it'd be in more of the camera shots over here, but running an extension that long is too far. Looks really cool. I know, what a grab. Okay, diamond push-ups, we're almost done. And then if you want, you can hang out while I try to mount something to the wall. You ever have any wrist issues? I find that these really do not feel good on my wrist, which probably speaks more to my mobility than wrist pain. And V-ups. These are sad excuses for V-ups. Woo! I think that's around here. I can't remember where I've seen those signs. No, unfortunately, not that sign. This guy I got it from had a lot of beer signs in their apartment. Also, very much a college apartment building where he and a bunch of people were renting out a house. Oh my gosh, that place was trashed. It gave me anxiety. I was in college for a long time, and I never was like that. I could not. They're living life. Living easy. They're living real easy. They're living so easy, I bet it makes it hard for them to live. Oh, 15. And then the ups. That's funny. Are you working to convert them into crew as your solemn duty as a supporting member? You gotta recruit into the cult. I've been trying to, and I've been failing. Well, you know, I can count Nicole, I guess. Kind of. I feel comfortable taking hers, even though it's my credit card getting charged, and I am the one who typed in her information. But she's a supporting member. Yeah. I've asked about it before, like what, I mean, or they know it enough. I have people that I'm trying to convince into it from a standpoint of even just listening to the podcast. Now, I do think, to be honest, this person I'm trying to convince, they might just rather enjoy jumping into the crew component of it and take or leave the podcast, be much more interested in the community engagement, which is how I joined. I joined crew before listening to an episode. Do they listen? Do they just generally know of Massonomics, knew the shirts? What was their kind of knowledge, Kurt? Okay. Give me a sec. I'm going to check my socials, and then I'm going to jump into Thanks, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night. Okay. I need to make sure I have a extension cord that will fit first. This is gonna be really awkward, but I think I can just take this with me. Like, I think I can. Let me make sure it's fine here. Hey. We'll be right back. I'll grab the extension cord. All right. Let's see what we got. I have my box of electronics, a crap ton of cords, which has gone a little bit out of hand. And though I should probably organize it, I have not, and I don't plan to. Oh, that's a USB-C. Anyway. What's the idea? I'm looking for an extension cord. I don't really have a lot of those anymore. I don't think I've gotten... Ooh, maybe I do. Oh, but the problem is I need something with 3 prong. Oh, this thing has gotten a mess. Oh, those are 2 prongs. I need 3. Oh, man. I'd clean this up not too long ago. I can't believe it's this bad. There's a white one. What? I know there's one. Where would it have gone? Can't believe it. I don't want to buy one. Absolutely not. No intention to buy an extension cord, but is it what's hooked there? That can't be it. What do I got going on over here? What? I know, well, there's one over here, I know. Did I put it over here? Is it just like tucked away? No? I feel like I feel it. No, that's just the heater. I don't know if that's long enough, to be honest. And I don't really want to, actually, I say I don't want to daisy chain. I'm going to have to daisy chain. unless it was a incredibly long cord. Slash, actually no, because that is completely filled. Do I even have outlets space available? Oh, you did lose me. I mean, my lifters, I'm extra tall in this operation. Whew. Okay. The TV, the smart home, the lights are plugged in. That's not enough. Could route one and then plug the garage door into it. What do I have here? How long is this? This is not very long though. Oh, and I got all kinds of stuff plugged into this. That's not good. But I just don't want to buy anything, even though that would profoundly aid in my cause here. If I only went that far, can what's plugged in there route to this? I would think so. Where'd you get pulled to? There we go. Come back to me. All right. Oh, lost me again. It must be really trying to track my face. I'm definitely wearing stuff that's not advantageous to this staying tracked on my face. I think that'd be fine. I really need to remove. Oh, it's gonna suck. I hate taking this down. Really need a little bit more room to work with. Okay. Can I reach stuff here? Can. Man, this thing is the best. I bought this for 20 bucks. It is not made for what I'm using it for, but it works for what I'm using it for. Oh, don't like that. Don't like that. Oh, I gotta. Okay. Woo! Almost tipped that. That would have been bad. There's a lot of weight on that one. That's fine. Probably. Okay. This plugging the second one actually does cut out all the lights, which does kind of suck. So the idea being keeping that plug where it is. How long does this plug get me? Like, if I wanted to do it that way, does it even solve my problem?